Gospel-centered preaching is a workbook on preaching, particularly preaching sermons, but also there are a couple of chapters on interactive Bible studies. It's made up of short chapters, so it's very easy to use. We've used it to train new preachers, but you can easily use it just perhaps a chapter a week with a staff team or with a leadership team, just to refresh their approach to preaching. And it has three distinctives that I'd like to pick out. One is that there's big emphasis, as the title suggests, on preaching the gospel, on preaching Christ from wherever we are in the scriptures, to ensure that the message is not really moralism, not telling people principles for life, as it were, but really preaching the gospel to them. But one of the dangers with that perhaps is that that can be a bit samey. And so another emphasis in the book is on letting the text do the work. In other words, letting the passage that we're looking at determine, shape the structure and the content and the feel of the sermon, so that our message, which is always the gospel, always the Lord Jesus Christ, the message has colour and a texture that comes from the text itself. And then finally, a big emphasis in the book is that preaching is not simply a process of education. It is about teaching the Bible. It's certainly never less than that, because the Bible is our source of authority. It's the word that gives us life. But preaching is more than education. It is about engaging the affections, capturing the affections for Christ. We want to preach the gospel so that Christ is glorified, and that as he is glorified, people's hearts are won for him. And so that they live lives then that bring him glory. So it's preaching glory for glory, preaching the glory of God for the glory of God. So that's gospel-centered preaching.